Hello, I'm Antoine from Nexelec, and today we are going to look at the two modes of data transmission for the fill, rise, move, and sign products. The first mode is periodic. It is compatible with all measurements. Let's take an example to illustrate how it works. On the curve, red dots correspond to transmitted measurements, blue dots to internal product measurements. In standard configuration, the product measures every 10 minutes and sends a message every 30. If there is a significant change in CO2 or temperature, the data is transmitted immediately. Here is what you need to remember about this mode. It's a simple standard mode that allows you to obtain measurements at the frequency you need while maintaining data accuracy when the environment is changing more quickly. All parameters are configurable. Let's focus now on the second mode, data log mode, compatible with temperature and CO2 measurements. The principle of this mode is to group together several measurements in a single radio message to save battery. Let's take an example in which the product measures every 30 minutes and sends its data every 6 hours. Between midnight and 6 a.m., the product measures the temperature every 30 minutes and sends all 12 measurements in a single message transmitted at 6 a.m. In the same way, the product transmits at midday the measurements taken between 6 a.m. and midday, and transmit at 6 p.m. the measurements taken between midday and 6 p.m. At the end, the product will have transmitted all temperature measurements between midnight and 6 p.m. in just 3 messages, which is very efficient for battery life. The data log mode also includes a redundancy feature, enabling the same data to be transmitted several times, ensuring maximal data reception even when the network coverage is limited. By default, a measurement is transmitted 3 times. Let's see how this function works in the previous example. The product measures between midnight and 6 a.m. and sends a single message containing the measurements for the last 18 hours. In the same way, at midday and 6 p.m., the product sends the last 18 hours of measurements. In this way, the temperature measurement taken at 3 a.m. will have been transmitted once at 6 a.m., a second time at midday, and a third time at 6 p.m. This maximizes the probability of correct transmission. Using data log mode, you can get all the measurements while keeping a very long battery lifetime. That's all for today. If you want to know more, go to our website to get online resources. And if you have any questions, contact us. Bye.